Hello all. So here on the GranGravel route, there's the road over there. I don't know, 60 miles in on a 130-mile training ride in Bigfoot country. Pretty stereotypical national forest. And quick video of my bike, especially for newbies with questions maybe. Okay, so Erickson, this is custom for me because I have crazy long legs, short torso, so it usually looks funny. But let's start with cockpit setup. So before you touch your cockpit, which is a major problem for most ultra people, make sure that your cleat position and your seat is right. If you watched Joe's video about bike fit, you got to start there. Once this is good, you'll go to this, where you're going to have a problem. And so I've been through every potential cockpit setup over the years, and this is how I do it. I get my bars where my bars need to be. Now, this is a drop bar bike, so it's like a road bike. I've compensated several ways over the years. I've had my bars really high, much higher than they should be, and when you get your bars too high, you'll be comfortable sometimes, but I have much less control and much less power. So I get my bars where they need to be, and I get my controls where they need to be. Then the only way you can get an aero bar to work typically is to use massive risers. So these are 60 millimeter risers. As I was saying, so these are 60 millimeter risers that go to my pads. I like the little flip up kind. I'll also put a elastic band here because these little springs are not made for off-road use and they'll break. If you don't have enough risers here, you're doing several things. Either your hip angle is going to be way too steep, and you're not going to be able to sit here all day. I can stay in these bars for the whole race if I need to. You've got to be comfortable there. Some people, in order to do that, do, as I was saying before, they get their bars too high. You can kind of get both if you use really big risers. You're still going to have one issue though, and that issue is going to be your reach to the saddle. Because a bike that's made for aero bars, not only are these going to be high, but they're going to be further back. Like a time trial bike is built so that your elbows come underneath you. So you're always going to have to deal with that. You can compensate with a slightly shorter stem, but again, I like my bars where they need to be. So I don't do that, but a lot of people do. A couple other things, get your light way out front. I see some people, mounting lights like down here, and the problem with anything like that is that you're going to get shadows off the wheel. I don't like that, so I like my light as far out front and as high as I can get it, and I get the best view. Other thing, get your GPS that you're navigating with up high and way out front. I see some people mounting, GPSs back here. The problem there is you've got to look down all the time. I like, especially when I'm tired, to be able to see the road where I'm going and just look down and just see where I need to be. So this one is for navigating. The edge is for just managing power. Some people navigate with the edge, and that's fine. But it just sucks down battery too fast for me, so I don't like it. I can turn the map off. I can turn everything off except the screen that gives me power, and I can get this to last a good long time, like, 14 or 15 hours maybe. I still have to charge it, but it will still last a good bit. All right, so there's that. For this race, I probably will not have a saddlebag back here because I just won't need it. As long as conditions are like today, which is probable, 50 degrees, rain, mist, that's kind of normal for this year. This side of the bike, food, maintenance, pump, cheese. I really don't need a lot of food. Yay keto, I guess. I'll eat when I'm done. Orange bottles have like an MCT powder and ketone mix that I make myself. Yeah, exogenous ketones, way outside the scope of this video. If you've never done it, don't do it. If you have played around with it, some like it, some don't. I tend to like it, so there you have it. Peanut butter infused with pecans, so I make my own crunchy mix. Yeah, so 2 with food, or with mix, and 2 bottles of water. I would say 4 liters of fluid at a minimum. But this year I will probably take a backpack. Not always a huge fan of the backpack, but I've found one that I love. I like it. I don't know if you see it, but there's that. It's like 2 liters of water. Super comfy, and out here I don't like to stop, so I can go a good long ways. I don't have to worry about it. The year that it was super hot, the first year that we did this, everybody pretty much ran out of water. That's miserable. I don't like to. Okay. And then I can fill it if I need to and leave it if I don't. My tires, I'm running a 2.1 Continental Race Kings. They are totally my favorite out here. It's really muddy today, so you just kind of got to be careful. 2.2s, I guess, on a wider rim. Drivetrain, 1x11. The one is a 36. I think a 38 is probably ideal. I just don't have one right now, so 36, and that's fine. Yeah, so there you have it, gears in the back. Blinky light. We are going to ask each racer to have 2 blinky lights for the race. You don't have to run them at the same time, but you just need to have an extra because there's traffic and we want you to be safe. So there's my second one, my spot up here. And like I said, as long as it's not super cold, I won't take this. I just don't like it back there. So anyway, and then this is just like my allergy medicine and multi-tool and light and lube and that kind of thing. Other than that, that's all there is. Oh, this is cell phone mount, quad lock. I really like it. Used it for years. Okay, that's what I know. Hope that was helpful at some level. So back at it. Find Bigfoot.